ng-do-check. Currently, we are discussing about lifecycle hooks of a component or directive in Angular. Kindly watch these videos in sequence for better understanding, and also subscribe the channel for the latest updates. ng-do-check is a lifecycle hook of a component or directive. First, let us try to understand this with some use case. Suppose customer info is a component to display the customer details, and it is used in app component. Customer code and name is passed from the app component. Here in customer info component, the other details of the customer needs to be fetched from the server by using the customer code passed from the app component. Generally, this code can be written in ng on changes, but ng on changes has some failure cases to fetch the customer details of the latest code passed from the app component, because ng on changes executes its code when the new object reference is passed from the app component. That means new object is passed from the app component. But in app component, only the code property of the customer is changed. In that case, ng on changes code will not be executed. So the latest customer details will not be displayed in customer info component. ng-do-check is the right place to write this logic. Same case occurs if array of objects passed from the app component to customer info, where new customer is added to that array. If we write that same logic within ng on changes, that will not be executed when the new object is added to that array. So here also we need to use ng-do-check. Here in this video, we are going to discuss in detail about ng-do-check with simple example program. Generally, ng-do-check is useful to write some custom code when Angular runs a change detection. About this change detection we have discussed in previous video. Kindly watch that video for better understanding. Generally, Angular runs this change detection when some change is happened within a component. This is useful to update the views with the latest code. If you want to write some custom code when this change detection runs in the component, then you have to use ng-do-check within the component. Generally, this is called after ng on init. We need to write ng-do-check method within the component, and within that we need to write required custom code. Generally, Angular recommends to use either ng on changes or ng-do-check for the specific input property. If you want to write some logic when the that specific property is changing, and avoid writing the complex code within the ng-do-check, because for every change detection run it will be executed, even the component is not affected by that change. Okay, let us try to understand this with simple example program. Yeah, this is the simple application which was created by Angular CLI. I made some changes to save some time. Here I have added customer info component. Here basically it displays the customer code and name, and code name are the properties from the customer info component. Here we have defined code and name as strings, and we have defined one input property of type customer details. Here customer details is a class where it has two properties, and this object is passed from the app component. Okay, now this is the app component, and we have used customer info component, and we are passing the property details from the app component to this customer info component, and we have a button which has the click event to change this customer details. Okay, now let us try to modify this app component. Here we need to define this details property of type customer details. Okay, I'm creating the object for this. Okay, let me write ng on init method to initialize these details properties code and name with some default values. This dot details dot code. Let me give some name customer code. Let me give that cust 001 as code. Name property. Let me give some John. These are the default values passing to this customer info component, and in this customer info component we need to get that code and name. We need to assign it to code and name of the properties of the component, so those will be displayed in the component. So let me add that logic here. Okay, first let me add it in ng on changes. Okay, this dot code is equal to this dot customer dot code, this dot name is equal to this dot customer dot name. Okay. Oh, okay. Now let me see the output here. Yeah, we can see the default values are displayed in customer info component. Let me write the change event of the change code button. Okay, change details. Okay, here I'm changing the code property of the customer. Let me give some cust code 002. Okay, let me run it and see the output here. Okay. Now by default cust 001 is passed to customer info component, and it is displaying that information. When I click on this thing, then customer code needs to be changed to 2. Yeah, we can see that it's not changed to cust 002. Okay, let's see that why it happened. Here we are using the existing object of the customer details, and we are changing it to the property of the code to cust 002. So whenever it is changing, this code is not executed. If you write some business logic or to fetch other details of the customer by using this code, it would have fetched the cust 001 details, but it should fetch the cust 002 details when we click on that button. Okay, now let us try to write the same logic in ng do check. Let me copy the same code. We can remove it or we can keep it, no problem. I have removed it. Okay, now let us try to execute this code. Okay, default it is showing cust 001. When I click on this, it is changed to cust 002. That means if you write that logic to fetch the other customer details by using the customer code passed from the app component, if you write it in ng on changes, it is not fetching the latest code details. If you write it in ng do check, you will get the latest code customer details. In this way, we can use ng do check in life cycle of a component. Thank you.